Hello and welcome to my video pitch for my digital artifact in BCM 241 regarding queer coding in Genshin Impact. This pitch is divided into 3 parts. Part 1, beginning with looking back and defining my media niche. Part 2, the relevance of my research, and Part 3, the digital artifact. In Part 1, I talk about how I had navigated through various Twitter sites and archive of our own posts and discussion posts to arrive at various conclusions on the matter that occasionally argued against my initial hypothesis and bias when entering this field of research. I had made 3 blog posts and navigated research materials in order to support my study, and I had arrived at the conclusion that queer-coded characters, also not explicitly stated, are still considered canon as these codings are written into the narratives by official game creators. I had initially formed my hypothesis on the basis that people would not be able to find familiarity with these characters. However, I had this challenge, as a large reason remained the stringent censorship laws in several Asian countries. This is where I connected to the relevance to my audience, as I believed that the misconstrued narrative that surrounded these characters was to be at fault rather than the fact that they were coded. Often we see queer characters as overtly sexualized and seen as predators rather than regular people in these stories, and I wanted my research to thus follow along and help people see that it's alright to find your identity even when they're in coded characters, as coded does not always mean not canon. The third part concludes with the presentation of my digital artifact and my future plans. In my digital artifact, I hope to write a narrative revolving around a queer teenager who turns to fictional media in the hopes of comprehending their identity through their favorite fictional characters. My contextual essay that can be found at the end features an in-depth discussion, my future artifact, along with how my research will impact the final narrative. Thank you.